All right, let's talk about the big one. We are diving deep into the monster-sized clash from the movie Godzilla vs. Kong, a legendary battle that literally threatens to tear the world apart. So let's just get right to the heart of it, right? The whole story boils down to this one simple, unavoidable question. You can't have two alpha titans, two kings sharing the same turf. It's not a matter of if they'll fight, but when. Okay, first up, two kings, one world. We're going to get to know our main players and see exactly what they're up to right before all the chaos kicks off. And right off the bat, you see this massive flip-flop. We've got Kong, who we know is the protector of Skull Island, but now he's basically a prisoner in this giant high-tech dome. And then there's Godzilla, the guy who saved humanity, who's suddenly on the warpath, looking like a total villain. And boom, this is the moment that lights the fuse on this whole powder keg. Out of nowhere, Godzilla shows up in Florida and just annihilates an Apex cybernetics facility. We're talking atomic breath, total devastation. The whole place is turned to dust in a matter of seconds. So naturally, the whole world is just asking one thing. Why? Why would the monster that saved them all of a sudden turn on them? It's this huge mystery. But Madison Russell, who, has a connection with Godzilla, she just refuses to believe he's gone bad. She is absolutely convinced something provoked him. And this is where the story gets really wild. Introducing this awesome concept, Hollow Earth. It's this theory pushed by a scientist named Nathan Lind. The idea is there's this entire other world, a prehistoric world hidden deep inside our own planet. And it's not just the Titan's birthplace, it's supposedly holding some kind of crazy powerful energy source. So, of course, you've got this corporation, Apex Cybernetics, run by this slick guy Walter Simmons, and they see this chaos as a golden opportunity. Their plan is pretty bold, you gotta admit. Step 1. Use Kong as a sort of GPS, hoping his instincts will lead them to Hollow Earth. Step 2. Find that power source. And Step 3. Use it to build a weapon that can put Godzilla down for good. And just like that, the plan is in motion, which brings us to the next, very dangerous part of our story, the journey of sea and earth. So you've got Kong, chained up, being hauled across the ocean on this huge naval fleet, and you just know this isn't going to end well. These two kings, they can feel each other. It's primal. So Godzilla, drawn to the only thing that can challenge him, makes a beeline for the fleet, and their ancient grudge finally explodes. And man, you see the power difference right away. The Navy's best weapons, they're like spitballs against Godzilla's hide. Kong goes berserk, breaks his chains, and puts up a heck of a fight. But Godzilla's in his home turf, the water. He drags Kong down, trying to drown him. The only thing that saves Kong is some quick thinking from the humans, who hit Godzilla with depth charges and then play dead, shutting down all the ship's power to trick him into leaving. Okay, so after that brush with death, they switch things up and finally make it to Antarctica. And what they find there is just mind-blowing. It's a whole new world with its own gravity, floating mountains, crazy creatures. Everything we know about physics is literally turned upside down. And wow, this is a huge moment for Kong. This isn't just some random place. He's home. He leads them to this gigantic temple built into a mountain, and inside he finds a throne, his throne. And even better, he finds an ancient battle axe made from the dorsal fin of one of Godzilla's ancestors, a weapon that, it turns out, can soak up energy. Okay, so while Kong is having this massive homecoming, Madison's investigation is about to blow the lid off everything. Let's jump over to part 3, the truth of the real enemy. So you've got Madison, her buddy Josh, and this conspiracy nut Bernie, and they are dead set on finding out what's really going on with Apex. They managed to sneak into the company's super secure headquarters in Hong Kong, looking for proof that Godzilla was provoked. And the truth they uncover, it changes the entire game. It's not just a weapon Apex was building. It was a monster. The ultimate act of human arrogance. A giant robotic Godzilla, designed to replace the real one and put humanity back on top of the food chain. This is what Godzilla was sensing. This is why he was attacking. But here's the catch with this metal monster. It's unbelievably strong, sure, but it's an energy hog. It needs a power source so massive and unstable it just can't be found on the surface. And yep, you guessed it. It's the exact same energy Kong just found in Hollow Earth. That was Apex's plan all along. All right, so all the secrets are out. All the players are in position. And the stage is set for an absolutely insane climax. Let's get into the final battle. Together or finished. So, deep down in Hollow Earth, Kong powers up his new axe, and Apex gets a lock on that energy signature. And up on the surface, oh, Godzilla feels it. And he responds in the most Godzilla way possible. He aims his atomic breath straight down and blasts a tunnel clean through the planet, from Hong Kong all the way down to Hollow Earth. Kong doesn't back down. He climbs right up that fresh new tunnel and bursts into the neon jungle of Hong Kong, ready for round two. I mean, they just wreck the city. But in the end, Godzilla's pure, raw power is just too much. He puts Kong down hard and leaves him with his heart just barely beating. But right as Godzilla is having his victory moment, Apex's little project comes online. The Hollow Earth energy is way too much for it to handle. It fries the system, kills its own creators, and goes completely rogue. This man-made monster bursts out of its containment and immediately starts wailing on a tired Godzilla who just can't keep up. So Godzilla is getting absolutely shredded by this thing, and the humans pull a crazy move. They use their high-tech vehicle like a giant defibrillator and shock Kong back to life. He's up, he's angry, but it's the little girl, Gia, who gets through to him. She tells him, Godzilla isn't the enemy anymore. He needs help. And this is where you realize everyone has a role to play, no matter how small. While the Titans are battling, Madison's team is trying to hack the Mechagodzilla controls. In a moment of pure genius, or maybe desperation, Josh grabs Bernie's flask and dumps alcohol on the main console. It actually works. It shorts out the system and makes the mech stall for just a couple of crucial seconds. And that tiny little stall, that's all the opening they needed. Godzilla sees Kong's axe and just unloads his atomic breath right into it, supercharging it. Kong then uses that glowing axe to just chop Mechagodzilla to pieces, finally ripping its head off. And with their common enemy gone, the two kings have this silent moment. The feud is over. Godzilla heads back to the sea, and Kong goes back down to rule his new kingdom in Hollow Earth. And that leaves us with the big question, doesn't it? The war is over. There's a truce. The world has two kings, each with their own kingdom. But let's be real. In a world that feels this small, you have to wonder, how long can a peace like that really last?